Welcome to Awaken Wednesday. Today is December 29th, 2021. We're very excited that a new year is just around the corner. Although I don't know if the plants outside, the moon and the stars, the grass, my animals know when New Year's coming, but I think we humans do know, and we're maybe full of hope and excited that this new year will bring us new insights, maybe new experiences, maybe help us to feel more light and free. And that's my prayer anyway. And some of you set your intentions for this new year already during the solstice, which is a very spiritual and beautiful time as the darkest day comes and then the light starts to come and increase itself as we go through the next, 6 months. And so I wanted to suggest, and I know you do this with intentions, maybe choose a word for this next year. You probably have already done all this and considered this. I choose a new word every year, not necessarily set a big goal, but choose a word or a particular quality that I want to bring in to my year. And this next year for me, I'm choosing the word simple. I'm hoping for this year to be simple, but deep, simple and deep. And I hopefully, and some years I've chosen the word joy. One year I chose the word upgrade. And when I chose that word, I was upgraded a lot in my travels. I was upgraded in the airplanes and in the hotels and in my relationships. But this year I'm choosing the word simple or simplistic. And really it is one of the qualities of consciousness, of the soul, is to be simple. It's not complicated to be loving and to be love and to be loved. It's not that complicated. And so I'm going to stay out of the complex and move into the simple. And I invite you, if you've already given this some thought, or if a word has just popped into your head, about what theme you'd like to live by in 2022, feel free to put that in the chat. I'd love to hear about it, love to consider it, and maybe I'll switch it out if I like yours better. But that's the one that came to me. And I know some of us need a little inspiration. Now, don't forget, in the new year, it's really about setting an intention. And what is it that makes up everything? It is intention and attention. Intention being energy and information, like you're planting a seed, right? Energy is the information. Intention is the information. Attention helps it to thrive. So think of your intention as a seed. You plant it deep into your heart, deep into the ground, deep into consciousness. So your intention is the seed and is full of all the information that is going to help for it to be created. And then your attention is the energy that you water the seed with, the energy that you cultivate the seed with, the energy that you live with. And so putting your attention on your intention is simply how everything comes into being. There's information and there's nourishment, and everything comes into being, including you and me and the trees and the flowers and the plants. So I had a couple of ideas or some quotes I wanted to share with you today. And these are 11 quotes on gratitude, but I'm going to choose a few, and they're by people. Well, I'll read you some of them. And I thought we could consider what we have been or are grateful for from this past year and this journey together. And while we're considering it, let's imagine that we're sitting in a circle, maybe sitting in a circle in somebody's warm living room, or on a beach, or in the desert, or on a mountaintop. And we're sitting together, and maybe there's a candle in the middle. I do this down the street when I lead a meditation. There's something very sacred about it. And I invite you to close your eyes if you like, or consider the ways in which you're grateful. And I'll read you a few of my quotes, the quotes that stuck out to me today. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. So considering what you're grateful for in this minute. It's a quote by Melody Beatty, an author of Codependent No More. Maya Angelou says, "Let gratitude be the pillow upon which you kneel to say your nightly prayer." Eckhart Tolle says, "Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance." William Shakespeare wrote, "O Lord, that lends me life, lend me a heart replete with thankfulness." Willie Nelson said, "When I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around." Oprah Winfrey wrote, "I know for sure that appreciating whatever shows up for me in life changes my personal vibration. I radiate and generate more goodness when I'm aware of all I have and I'm not focusing on what I don't." And Henry David Thoreau wrote, "I am grateful for what I am and have. My thanksgiving is perpetual." It's a simple concept, and it's what can put the wind beneath your wings. This thanksgiving of what already is. Cicero wrote, "Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others." So as we move into the practice today, let's simply sit comfortably and close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that, or if you prefer to gaze softly toward the ground, you can do that as well. And let's bask in that feeling of gratefulness. The gratefulness of your life. The appreciation for your life and our time together. You might deepen your breath. Let your body sink into the stillness, into the fullness of this moment. Letting your breath now be natural. And let whatever you're particularly grateful for in this moment arise into your awareness. And you can invite a silent prayer of thank you as whatever shows up in your awareness is acknowledged. You might begin with experiences that you've had over this past year. Those that have helped you grow, that have challenged your balance, and that have brought you joy. You can draw your attention now to the heart center and continue as you consider the relationships that you've been engaged in over the past year, whether it's virtually or in person, with that silent prayer of appreciation. Consider the people that have challenged you, that have helped you to grow, and that have brought you joy. As their names or faces arise in your awareness, simply and silently saying thank you. Now consider the experiences you've had with nature, those moments of beautiful sunrises or sunsets, or communing with a bird or a flower, or your garden, or the wind and the trees. And with the attitude of I and thou, thou being the beautiful divinity as it expresses itself through nature, let those moments come back to you. And meet them with the silent prayer of thank you. And continuing to keep your attention on the heart-centered breath as you imagine the breath moving in and out from the center point of you. Consider now yourself and the qualities that you've called into being over this past year. Your courage, your strength, your compassion, whatever has helped you to grow and evolve this past year. Any quality that you might have mustered and displayed in relationship as you live. Consider them now and appreciate yourself. And then drawing your attention now to your breath, feeling it as it enters into your nostrils, moves into your lungs, the way the body responds to the inhale, and then following it with your awareness as the body responds to the exhale, and then the air leaves your nostrils. The hellos and goodbyes of the breath. Each breath being new, each moment being new. And considering this past year and what and who you've had to say goodbye to. Experiences, people, places, and things. Perhaps even aspects of yourself. And spend a few moments saying goodbye from our hearts and minds, or maybe simply farewell. And as you sit here in this moment, with each new breath, saying hello to what you hope and intend for this new year. Whether it's more creativity or love, more compassion or understanding, more abundance, more spirituality. And bringing your attention to this moment right now through the breath or through a mantra that you may use. Let's sit together in silence for a few minutes, and I'll keep track of the time. Simply resting in awareness. Letting your attention dwell in this moment. So, as we dwell in this moment together, I invite you to draw your attention to the heart center. Once again, imagining the breath moving in and out from the doorway of your heart. And I'll share these words from ancient Vedic teachings. The heart of the universe pulses in all hearts. There is one who is the life in all forms. There is one who is joyful in simply existing. In all bodies, as all bodies. Explore the life that is the life of your present form. You will discover it is not different from the life of the secret one. And your heart will sing triumphant songs of being at home everywhere. Feeling your aliveness in this moment, whether it's through your breath, some vibration in your body, your awareness of the sensory input, or your heartbeat. Turning your attention to the one who's listening, the one who's breathing, the one who's grateful, the one who is right here, right now. I'm going to sound the chime and invite you to keep your eyes closed. And as we come out of meditation, taking your time, and before opening your eyes, imagine what is radiating from you, whether it's love or peace, presence, acceptance, gratitude, awareness, compassion. And invite you to take some deeper breaths, ideally through your nose if you can. Before you open the eyes and let what seems like the outside world dominate your experience, just imagine that your presence is the most important thing, and what you bring with you into every situation and what you radiate in every moment. Maybe we'll say hello to a new vibration for 2022. So when you feel like you'd like to open your eyes, take your time. Maybe do so first with a downward gaze. Move your body gently with awareness. Bring a smile to your lips if you like, and appreciate yourself for taking this time to connect to the deepest part of you. The heart of the universe in your heart. I like to close by bringing my hands together and bowing to the love that lives through you, through your heart as the heart of the universe, that lives through me as me, that animates all of this play of consciousness. So thank you for joining me. I love being with you, and I love thinking that we're sitting in a circle or imagining that we're in a circle, kind of calling in presence, calling in appreciation for our lives, saying goodbye to really what graced us this past year, and ready for what's coming next, because you never know what's going to happen next. I'm sure of that. So thank you for those of you who have joined us on this recording. I am going to stop recording, and I want to invite you to join us live. We're going to keep going in 2022.